Carlos Sainz officially completed his first testing session with the Williams team, taking the new model out on track for the very first time and possibly ushering in a new phase for the team, which holds great hopes for this machine. The initial laps at Silverstone provided essential data, immediate technical feedback from Sainz, and a first glimpse of what this season might hold for the team. Williams has been making steady progress toward regaining competitiveness, and, with the arrival of Carlos Sainz, the pressure for significant results has never been more intense. But how did the new car perform on its debut? What were Sainz's immediate impressions, and what does this mean for Williams' campaign in 2025? Today we will explore every detail of this first test, analyzing the pilot's initial feedback, the aspects the team still needs to refine, and what this experience might indicate for the rivalry between Sainz and Albon this season. Before we continue, remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and activate notifications so you never miss an update on everything happening in Formula One. For any Formula One team, the very first shakedown of a new car is a crucial moment. It is not so much about maximum performance as it is about reliability, data collection, and confirming that every system is operating as expected. Unlike last year when Williams was the last team to hit the track, this time the team ensured that the new prototype was ready for action, launching it at Silverstone just 12 days before the pre-season tests in Bahrain. Carlos Sainz had the privilege of being the first to experience the new vehicle, completing several installation laps in conditions of cool weather and moderate humidity. These first few kilometers are fundamental because they allow the team to verify that every system is functioning properly before pushing the car to more intense efforts. Even with the lower temperatures, Sainz reported that everything was in order, and without necessarily pushing the limits, his technical feedback demonstrated confidence in the car. However, true to his reputation as a meticulous and analytical driver, he quickly pointed out areas in need of improvement, showing that Williams still has work to do before the tests in Bahrain. The team director, Jost Capito, described the new machine as an evolution compared to last year's car, emphasizing that no component was kept exactly the same as before. Among the highlights of the test was the overall stability, as the driver noticed that the car was well balanced, a promising sign considering that Williams had been facing issues with stability at high speeds in recent years. Due to the cooler conditions and the track's lower temperatures, it is not yet possible to predict how the new prototype will perform when pushed to its limits in Bahrain. Fine adjustments will be necessary. Although the car demonstrates strong mechanical robustness, Sainz's feedback indicated that certain tweaks are essential to enhance comfort and drivability. Regarding engine performance, since the car is powered by a unit supplied by Mercedes, the preliminary data suggest that the integration of the power unit is proceeding without significant issues, which is very positive for a freshly introduced vehicle. The fact that Sainz felt comfortable enough to provide direct technical feedback is an encouraging sign. In this context, the news becomes even more exciting for Williams fans. The team stated that the new prototype represents an evolution from the previous model, but emphasized that substantial changes have been implemented. Weight reduction is one of the most notable aspects, considering that last year's car was among the heaviest on the grid, a factor that cost the team precious seconds per lap. Now, the new design has been engineered to be very close to the minimum weight limit, providing Williams with a more competitive starting point. Improvements have also been made in the aerodynamic department. Last season, the team struggled with high-speed corners, especially in smoother accelerations, and the new aerodynamic package promises to offer a better overall balance. In addition, tire management received special attention, given that one of Williams' major weaknesses in recent seasons was tire degradation. The engineers focused on enhancing airflow and temperature control, helping the drivers maintain more consistent performance over long races. Williams has been fighting for years in the midfield, but with the financial boost provided by Atlassian, the team now has the resources needed to accelerate development more aggressively. This test was not only about verifying the reliability of the new car, but also about getting Sainz comfortable with the vehicle. His ability to adapt quickly and provide detailed technical feedback was one of the main reasons for his recruitment for 2025. His technical expertise, combined with Albon's experience within the team, could form a powerful combination to help Williams improve its grid position. For Sainz, this is a chance to establish himself as a leader within the team, a contrast to his role at Ferrari, where he often remained in the shadow of other drivers, and now he has the opportunity to directly influence the development of the car. On the other hand, this test also marks a change in the internal team dynamics. Having been the unquestioned #1 driver in recent seasons, Albon now faces stiff competition, given Sainz's rapid adaptation and detailed technical feedback. Williams engineers will be paying close attention to the performances of both drivers, and if Sainz demonstrates superior performance early on, the team might begin to place greater emphasis on his suggestions for further development of the car. This is why the pairing of Sainz and Albon is so interesting. If they can work together effectively, their combined experiences and distinct driving styles could accelerate the progress of the new prototype. However, if internal competition becomes too intense, challenges for the team may arise. With the initial shakedown at Silverstone completed, the next major test will take place in Bahrain, where Williams will have the opportunity to evaluate its performance against the rest of the grid. The warmer conditions in Bahrain will provide a clearer picture of the true strengths and weaknesses of the new machine. The team has spent years dealing with an overweight car, and the new design promises to be a significantly lighter and more efficient machine. However, important updates will be necessary throughout the season to compete with rivals such as McLaren, Alpine, and Aston Martin. Williams is now at a crucial point in its resurgence, and every step from now on will define its trajectory for the coming years. The team has been working tirelessly to overcome the difficulties that have marked much of its recent history, and the combination of new financial support, technological advances, and a talented duo of drivers has injected renewed energy into its ambitions. The arrival of Atlassian as the main sponsor not only provided a strong financial boost, but also introduced new technological resources capable of enhancing operational efficiency and the team's engineering capability. This partnership shows that Williams is no longer content with merely participating in Formula One. The team is determined to rebuild its competitiveness with a clearly defined long-term vision. It now finds itself in a much more favorable position to develop its car at an accelerated pace and to adopt a more aggressive strategy throughout the season. Carlos Sainz's initial laps in the new prototype have already provided valuable feedback, allowing Williams to identify both its strengths and the areas that need refinement. His technical skill and ability to quickly adapt to the new machine could be a significant asset as the team seeks to maximize its potential. Meanwhile, Alex Albon, who has been the central figure at Williams in recent seasons, now faces the challenge of maintaining his influence and proving that he remains indispensable to the team's future plan. This shift in internal dynamics could be crucial for Williams' development in 2025. If Sainz and Albon manage to work collaboratively, their combined experience and diverse driving styles might accelerate the progress of the new car, helping the team achieve consistent results among the top 10. On the other hand, if internal competition becomes overly intense, it may hinder the implementation of optimized updates and race strategy. As the preseason tests in Bahrain approach, Williams will soon have the opportunity to compare its efforts with those of rivals such as Alpine, Aston Martin, and McLaren, all of which have made significant advances in recent years. This will be the true test for the new prototype, revealing whether the improvements made are substantial enough to allow the team to consistently battle in the midfield, or if there is still work to be done. The road ahead is filled with opportunities and uncertainties. Williams possesses the technical resources, experienced leadership, and a skilled roster of drivers necessary to move forward, but turning these elements into consistent performance and significant results will be the greatest challenge. The team cannot afford to fall behind in development as the season progresses, and its ability to implement effective updates will play a crucial role in determining its future. If everything falls into place, 2025 could be the year in which Williams finally turns its fortunes around, laying the groundwork for an even more promising future. The mission is not just to return to the midfield, but to rebuild its legacy as a prominent competitor in Formula One. The real challenge starts now. and the coming months will be decisive for the destiny of Williams Racing.